Everyone is excited for the upcoming Met Gala, but the Kardashian-Jenner clan does not seem to share the same sentiment. I mean, how could they if there is a possibility that they would not be invited to one of the grandest and most recognized events of the year? There is no celebration yet for this family because according to reports, Anna Wintour made some changes in the guest list this year, and by the looks of it, the once regarded family was no longer as relevant to be celebrated in these year's Met Gala. But to be honest, there are only a few fans and celebs that are hoping to see them on the red carpet anyway. As I have said, they seem to lose their shine in the past few months, especially when Kanye was no longer part of the family. But what could have been the reason why these speculations even started? Apparently, Kanye played a huge role on why Anna will no longer include the Kardashian-Jenners in the list of this year's ball. There sure is something that sparked this news. Sure, the Kardashian and Jenners have been part of lots of gossip and controversies, but for the past few months, their problematic behavior has tainted their family name and reputation even more. Come on, you must have known how they even gained popularity. Anyway, the Kardashians' appearance in the Met Gala has been questionable ever since Kim Kardashian first attended the ball. She was just a +1 of Kanye West and she looked so out of place that time. Since then, people have had their eyes on them every time they go to huge events. But as years pass by, they are proving more and more that they do not deserve to be regarded in the Met Gala. We all know Met Gala is the epitome of glamour and a great celebration of fashion. This is an event for people from different industries to showcase fashion in their own ways. But knowing how much the Kardashians love the spotlight and cameras, I do not think that they would just sit tight and do nothing. Surely, the first time that they caught whiff of this rumor, they immediately contacted every connection that they have just to secure an invite. As many of you already noticed, when Kim divorced Kanye, things started to change for their whole family. Of course, the money will always be there, but they are not as glamorous anymore. Kim was the first one in the family that had the chance to grace the Met Gala in 2013. Since then, the family have made an appearance in the event in the years they followed. Last year, a lot of people talked about them as all the sisters were complete in Met Gala 2022. But not only that, but their attendance last year was a disaster to say the least. But before we get deeper into the video, if you like to see more videos about the Kardashian-Jenner, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel right away. I will always keep you posted about the latest happenings in their lives and more. Let us first talk about what Kylie and Kourtney wore in the big ball. Kylie wore an off-white wedding gown and partnered it with a baseball cap veil. It looked better than Kourt, and her intention was very thoughtful. According to her, to celebrate V tonight and his incredible legacy truly means the world to me. I'm humbled to wear this dress and honor my talented beautiful friend. We felt you tonight, Virgil, and love you forever. I mean, she did try, but it was not enough to shine and show that she followed them. Okay, do not even get me started with her sister. Kourtney looked like she was just celebrating something, and we can all agree that her look that night was not even worth being in the Met Gala. Her statement was so insulting considering that the event was to actually celebrate fashion. The host asked her, "When you heard the theme was gilded glamour, like what did that mean to you?" She answered, "I honestly did not think about it." After saying that, she just laughs awkwardly. She should have known what was coming for her when she said that. Obviously, Wintour was not too happy with what this statement. On the other hand, here comes Kim K and her very controversial Marilyn Monroe dress. Not only did it raise tons of eyebrows as she obviously cannot fit in the dress, but she was also accused of permanently damaging the dress even though she just wore it for a short time. One private collector have made this claim, and even showed the before and after picture of the back of the dress. Some crystals have definitely fallen off and the fabric was too stretched. To think that the gown was more than 60 years already, she should not risk wearing it. Even though she claimed that she tried to lose 16 pounds just to get in the iconic dress, she was obviously not comfortable. Many also mentioned that the back part would still not close properly, that is why she wore a white furry coat. According to sources, the International Council of Museums was unhappy that the gown was even loaned out to Kim Kardashian. They stated that historic garments should not be worn by anybody, public or private figures, preserved for future generations. Kim explained her side eventually by saying, "I'm extremely respectful to the dress and what it means to American history. I would never want to sit in it or eat in it or have any risk of any damage to it. And I won't be wearing the kind of body makeup I usually do." Do you think that this family is ever going to change for the better? I would love to know your thoughts, so comment them down below. Kim even revealed later on that she wore a second dress for the after party that was also worn by Monroe. I mean, what she did offended a lot of people. She should have never worn it in the first place. Okay, their look in last year's Met Gala was one thing, but Winter must have also considered that the family has been part of a lot of backlash. Who would forget about the tragedy that happened in the Astroworld Festival? People lost their lives, and it was something that could have been avoided if the show was properly organized. As many of you might already know, Kylie was there enjoying the festival while Travis Scott was performing on stage. She was happily singing along with their daughter Stormi, while other people were suffering around them. Talk about privilege and how out of touch she is with reality. She and Travis received so much hate online, but instead of releasing a statement that would properly address the issue, she just defended Travis and tried to dodge the blame from what happened. Sure, no one wanted and expected that to happen, but they could have handled it better, and whether they like it or not, they should still take responsibility for that disaster. What is worse is that they recently celebrated their children's birthday, and guess what the theme is? Well, yeah, it was Astroworld. Girl was so dumb for doing that. People kept on calling them out for their ignorance about important issues and events even before, but they never changed. They are basically showing us that they do not care if it is bad or good publicity, so long as people continue to talk about them. Does she think that people would be over about the tragedy right away, if the people responsible were not even apologetic about what happened? I bet that all of us cannot keep up with their craziness. Another controversy that their family took part in is the recent feud between Hailey and Selena. We all know how Kylie inserted herself in the picture, thinking that it would make people rally behind her. Besides the fact that she was so petty with what she did, she certainly does not know how to think before she says and does anything. But sources are claiming that these were not the only reasons why the Kardashian-Jenners, or at least some of them, would be banned for Met Gala 2023. Apparently, Kanye got something to do with all of this. After Kim decided to split with Kanye, their relationship started to get messy. Kanye has shown a couple of times that he wanted to get back with Kim. He even sent her a truck of roses for Valentine's. But even with all the effort, Kim decided that she did not want to be with him anymore. We all know that the Kardashians mostly got their connections and power thanks to Kanye. Ever since he became part of the family, he introduced them to a lot of socialites, big brands, and powerful people in different industries. He was even Kim's stylist. Having said that, Kanye has the upper hand to actually hit the family where it hurts. And what better way to play around with them than to stop them from attending one of their favorite events of the year? Kanye clearly knows what the Kardashians want, and they have always been after fame and popularity. Anyway, even though Kanye had shown his interest to Kim when they first separated, he eventually threw shade at her and dissed her a couple of times online. By the looks of it, Kim was not the only one who is going to suffer Kanye's hatred, but the rest of the family as well. Since the event is near already, there are other sources coming forward and saying that it would be impossible not to see the Kardashians in the Met Gala. But because of all the rumors that have been going around, it would not be surprising if the sisters would no longer be complete for the upcoming big ball. I guess we will have to wait a bit more to know more details. Did Kanye really get the Kardashians banned? Thank you for watching. Do not forget to check out these videos.